I'm here to save you from yourself and getting baited with hype. So a lot of people are going to hype these two devices here, and not really fault of their own. This is their job, right? They're covering devices. They're gonna be super excited. They're gonna have this Colgate smile, and everything is perfect when they're previewing the device. And when the device is out, the truth gonna come out probably around a month later on what people really believe about this device and if it was worth it or not. So my advice is to not buy this device day one. Wait at least a month to see what are the specifications and all of that here, because it is not going to be worth the trouble to just going back to returning devices and all. But now let's be clear. The white one you should not buy at all. This is a terrible deal, $550 for this garbage processor. You are way better off getting the original ROG Ally, which you can find very cheap. Believe me, you can find it way cheaper than $500 because a lot of people are getting rid of them to buy the ROG Ally X, not the Xbox, the ROG Ally X. So this one, but in black, which is a lot of things are fixed from this one, but if you want just powerful, more powerful than the Steam Deck, you can get it here. And this is the best dollar to performance that you can get out of these devices. This is the same screen that all of them have. This is the same kind of experience that you're gonna have with this one as well. And this one, whenever they get those Windows updates, so you can skip the opening the Explorer exe when you're booting to the device, and you can just boot immediately to the new Xbox application that is like full screen and all of that, you will be able to have it here as well. So whenever it comes out of beta, you will be able to use it because it's an Xbox feature. It will change for everything. You probably will be able to do it eventually, even in your desktop. And that's a good thing for everyone. But it's a bad thing if you buy the device just because you're getting hyped because of that, because all of the devices will be able to do it. So, getting back to this, as I said, the white ROG Ally Z1 Extreme is gonna be way better value than trying to get the Z2A, because they have the same memory and the processor is gonna be better, definitely. The Z1 Extreme is not gonna be compatible with this. This is gonna be way gimped version, just like it was the Z1A, that people questioned, why does this device exist? And the reason that it exists is because they give them two chips that they have to use, and ROG, because it's a laptop manufacturer, they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna make the build and they're gonna put it in. They're gonna put it with loss, like to make it cheaper, as cheap as possible for the suckers that are gonna get it for this cheap. This device is gonna be garbage. It's gonna be worse than the Steam Deck. If you have money to burn for this, just buy the Steam Deck. This is not gonna be any different. But preferably, if you want something more powerful than the Steam Deck, try to find the original ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. It is gonna be just better, trust me, it is strong. But it is power hungry and you need to either have it plugged in all the time or you have to look for the ROG Ally X used. You will be able to find it used or in a sale that is gonna be way less than $900 that this black here is asking. And this black here that you see, like 24GB RAM, 24GB RAM here as well for the ROG Ally X, which was last year's model. What changed? Well, now we have handles and an Xbox button. Nothing else changed. Like, you can see the stuff here, 1TB. It is 1TB for this one as well. It is the same screen. It is the same battery. You go here, same battery. So all of the stuff that were before, you are getting it with this one as well. The only thing that changes is the AI Z2 Extreme, which is it really gonna be that more powerful than getting a used device with this. As long as you're careful, getting a used device from this is not a problem. Or like you can find a deal with new opened box or whatever, you can find very good deals for this device still. And when this new one comes out, be sure that they're gonna be trying to get all of these, getting rid of all of these. So if you want something stronger than the Steam Deck, this is the best version. But if you want to get the least amount of money for the most power, get a used ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, the white one that I showed you that I own. So those are my recommendations. I do not try to bash this device, but I do not think it is worth it at all. I do not think it is worth it at all because the way that they're showing it off, it's like this is something exclusive, all of these Windows things, this is an Xbox. It's not an Xbox, bro, it's a Windows handheld. It just, instead of loading into Windows like it did for this device, and I had to put Linux on it because Windows was really bad. So for that, they will start showing it off like this is something incredible and this is something good, and we don't even know if the sleep gonna function well or how much it's gonna consume. We don't know any of these things. So please just wait, get the real benchmarks. My prediction would be that this Z2 Extreme probably gonna be like 10 to 15% stronger than the Z1 Extreme. And the thing is, they cannot really go too much higher because they cannot afford, with the battery consumption that they have, they cannot really go insane with the watts that these devices are using. These are very limited, and handhelds increase to performance is very limited, and if a game is really bad optimized, it is going to be bad optimized. You probably won't be able to play it. Don't get tricked by the frame gens. Don't get tricked by all of that. All of that is noise. All of that is noise. Like, sure, some games, if it's turn-based and you're like almost just chilling all the time, frame gem is fine. But if you go and play something that has really low latency, you're gonna notice it. You're gonna notice it immediately, and you can either trick yourself that this is a real 60 FPS or not, whatever. Like, you can do as you like. I'm not gonna stop you. But I'm just gonna say that don't get tricked. This is going to be a huge blowout, and everybody knows it. Everybody inside knows it. Everybody outside knows it. This is the facade that happens with these devices. New device comes out, oh my god, this is the best thing that ever happened. Oh, let's check it out. And then problems or price, you're questioning yourself, was it worth it to go day one for this? Probably not. Like almost always, it is not worth it to go untested into these devices. Thank you for watching, and I don't mean to spread any hate. I like my ROG Ally for what it does. It is stronger than the Steam Deck. I use it to play games that are not possible to be played on the Steam Deck, but it still does not mean that it plays everything. Because when you go and you play some games that are like too taxing or very badly optimized, they're not gonna work. And even if you try to put those 30 watts or 35 watts on the ROG Ally X, you still cannot brute force it. Because it is just the way that those things run. These are hybrid chips made for laptops, and we're putting them on handhelds, and you cannot expect miracles. You cannot expect miracles. That is just what I'm trying to say. Do not try to pay too much for performance for these handhelds, because the incremental updates that you get are very, very minimal. And it is not like a GPU that you buy on a PC, because the upgrades that you're gonna get are not gonna be that huge, or it's gonna get a lot of power sucked in. That is just my point. Hope you're having a good day. See you next time. Bye.